This would be a good time to ingest some extra caffeine. Late night adventures on the gridiron, and we all know anything can happen when you kick off after dark. Welcome everyone to Morgantown, West Virginia, home to the West Virginia Mountaineers. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Purdue Boilermakers, taking on a team from the Big 12, the West Virginia Mountaineers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Boilermakers will kick it away first. The returner will field it and try to get some field position. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So the West Virginia Mountaineers offense will go on the attack first. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're
turning on the Jets. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30. Those who say you can't go home again don't know Rich Rodriguez as he returns to Morgantown and hoping to take the Mountaineers to near ethereal realm.
Man, you think back to Pat White, Steve Slayton, Noel Devine, all those great players on offense. How much fun Rich Rod's offense was back in the day. I don't know if it's going to look like that right away, David, but you can see why people are really excited.
And it's a totally different look now, right? Like so many guys going into the portal, but you hope it looks like it used to with the explosiveness, with the fun. Obviously, he won a ton of games at that spot, was close to playing for a national title. Can he get the spark back?
The Mountaineers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The give to the tailback. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
And the Mountaineers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
He gets a little bit of work done. He goes out of bounds at the 42. It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. This quarterback part of their running game. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
And Artie, it's completely changed the game. Like now it's 11-on-11 football. The quarterback used to hand it off and stand there and watch the play. Now he's very much involved in the play. He's running the football so much, and even when he's not, he's making somebody go with him and cover him. So the quarterback scrambling, the quarterback running has completely changed the way people play defense.
The Mountaineers lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. A designed run for the quarterback. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Mountaineers.
How about that first drive by the offense? Usually script the first 10 plays. Well, I had one extra. It only took 9. Great job moving down the field, stringing plays that looked like other plays together, and getting this opening drive touchdown.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They go 83 yards on the drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. The Boilermakers offense will go to work for the first time. And Jesse, the man in the backfield today, not necessarily a superstar. They'll just try to have him grind out the tough yards when they need it.
He needs to be solid in this game. He doesn't need to be a Heisman Trophy winner today for them to win, but he has to get the yards when they present themselves. Take what the defense gives him, and you cannot turn the ball over.
No, you got to hold on to that rock, but it would be nice. I think this offense would really open up with some more consistency at this spot. A running back they can really depend on. He becomes that guy. If he can grow into that, this offense can take that next step.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Catch in the middle, it's Moore. Knocked down at the 26 after ripping off 10 there.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
They'll mark him down at the 37. It's a 10-yard gain.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. Right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
The Boilermakers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Quickly complete. Gets away from one. He's got space. He'll go out of bounds right at the 40-yard line as this offense continues to show great patience.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Got room on the return. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Sometimes the quarterback puts that zip on it and you can hear it. Sometimes he uses the lob wedge where it takes a little time to get there. That time he used the lob wedge and the defender came in and made the interception. Big play for this defense early.
They'll start this drive at their own 48. Quick pass on the fly motion. Find some fresh air. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. And the Mountaineers with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Back to throw, it's Henderson. Fires to the big fella. They knock him down at the 40, but he picks up 5, and it'll be enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Man, these plays are really, really simple. Really easy to run. I like it. Just drop back as a quarterback, see the big fella, wait for him to get open, hit him, get a nice positive game.
It's so hard for these DBs to try to match up with this guy one-on-one, the back end. He's just too big, and he's just able to run the corner out-muscle everybody for the football, and haul in the catch.
They'll give it to the back. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and West Virginia has the lead. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. They've got a first down here to open the period. They're in the red zone and they'll pass it. Pocket breaking down. Tight end finds a soft spot. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Second down, they'll go to the air. He caught it, and he will score. Touchdown, West Virginia.
I think the days of running backs just running downhill are out the window. You better be able to do this. You see the playmakers, slip him out of the backfield, throw him the football. He'll handle the rest, get in the end zone for the touchdown.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the...
There he goes. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. From the gun, running back on the move. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Yeah, when you get penetration by that defense right away, and there's no way to cut at all for that back, he gets destroyed right away. No way that play was going to be successful. Way too much penetration.
Back to pass. They'll run the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
You know, that's one as a quarterback. When you see all those defenders around your intended target like that, just throw it in the ground or throw it away. I mean, that's a completion that loses yards. You're just hurting your offense there.
This time they'll go to the running game. Picks up just a few before he's brought down, not really willing to take a risk there on 3rd and long. And the Boilermakers send out the punt unit. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. He'll field the punt. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. West Virginia has it and the offense ready to go to work. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
Man, that's exactly what this defense needs. They found themselves now in a hole. They're trailing. Got to get pressure on this QB. Can't give him time to get comfortable. They get to him, get the big sack.
He can't corral the pitch. The ball's on the ground. Recovers the fumble, and he's still going. They knock him down finally, but boy, he was trying to make something out of that, and he stopped short of the first down marker. The Mountaineers will try to pin them back with the punt. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. They've really sputtered out of the gate, turned it over, punted the last time they had it. We'll see if the third possession is the charm. A quick pass to the left. He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Quickly complete. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. They've been completely lethargic in this first half, but finally some signs of life.
And we've seen it, Reese, throughout time, throughout college football history. You get that one big play, momentum starts to come in, and I don't know.
Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
Man, this defense is dominating all game long. They have been making this quarterback's life so difficult with their pass rush. They bring him down there for the sack. They're not giving anything up. They're leading this game by a lot. We're only in the second quarter, and this ain't going to change unless this offense can find a rhythm.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Fires toward the end zone. And he makes the catch, but just a hair out of the back of the end zone. It'll be incomplete. And they can't quite hook up trying to make a completion in the back corner of the end zone. He boomed it through a 50-yard field goal, showing off that powerful leg.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth. Man, 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
And the returner goes down. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Looking to throw, it's Henderson. Grabbed behind the line, it's Gallagher. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too, but don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
Timeout, Purdue.
And the Mountaineers are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. The Mountaineers will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He gets it away from his own end zone. A fair catch is called for and made just across the 50-yard line. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive, in this 2-minute situation, best players got to touch the ball.
And this could get into pressing mode, right? Like you go into the half down a couple of scores, it starts to, the pressure really, really mounts. Good opportunity to take some of that pressure off, get some momentum, energize this squad going into halftime.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Right down the middle. Complete downfield. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. It's a 1st down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up-tempo. From the red zone, looking for a man. Grabbed over the middle. It's McCoby. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. They'll send the back in motion. Wants to go up top. Got it behind the line. It's McCoby. And the defense makes the tackle, and that ought to do it here in the first half. Quick snap and a spike to stop the clock. And in the closing moments of the first half, they'll try to put a 3 spot on the board. And that is no good. But there is a flag down, and he might get another shot at this one.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
Can't make contact with the kicker like that. A costly special teams penalty. You've got to know your path in front of the kicker. Offense comes back on the field. Never a doubt. And the field goal to end the half takes us to halftime. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, this matchup on that field there in Morgantown, sign me up for another half. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Mountaineer Field.
And the Mountaineers will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. They start this third quarter, 1-possession game, and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
Caught in the backfield. It's Ross. Crosses the 30. Still on his feet at the 45. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays, but sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well, but if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
I love the quick decision that QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Man, the quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers. And you saw it there on the incompletion.
And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. That'll cut this lead down to 5. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. West Virginia has it, and the offense ready to go to work. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Man, oh man, that ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have any.
On the run, it's Edwards. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Motion from the wide receiver. Dropping back, it's Henderson. gets it out quickly. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
Offense facing 4th down.
You want to talk about aggressive or wacky? This head coach is keeping his offense on the field inside his own 30. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Makes a grab past the marker. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. The Mountaineers will have it 1st and 10. Quarterback running on the draw. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Gonna take a shot. Catch inside the 25. He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7.
And when this quarterback is in a rhythm, this offense is really hard to stop. You've seen that on this drive. He's 3 for 3, but they're also running the ball well. Everything they're dialing up right now is working.
Now the chance to pay off that big play from just outside the 5. A 1st down run in the red zone. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Mountaineers! Offense gets the job done again. You want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the 2nd half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple possessions, making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job by the offense extending their lead.
And after the extra point, they're on top by 12. They put together an 81-yard drive. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. If you kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the 1st down, but a good gain on that play. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
The Boilermakers now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Going to sling it on 2nd down. Right on the money. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. 3rd down coming in the Morgantown faithful, making it tough on this big play. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. The Boilermakers will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Catches it cleanly at the 20. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense.
Well, we're not quite in the fourth quarter yet. We're almost there, but you're seeing the attitude shift now for this offense. They've got the lead, so they've got to be able to run the football. You're going to see a lot more of that, I think, as this game keeps going on. They're trying to wear this defense down when the game is almost over.
We've reached the end of the period. It's West Virginia on top. They've built a cushion. They've got a nice lead. Now the task is finish the deal as you take a look at the third quarter stats. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up this third down play. Wide receiver going in motion. From the gun, the ground game. Tackle is made at the 38, and let's see just how daring they'll be on fourth down.
Fourth down coming up.
This offense has already converted once on fourth down. Can they do it again? He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Blasted as he lets it go. He's got it. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. And the Mountaineers have it with a 1st and 10. Quarterback will keep it. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
Second down coming up.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to throw, it's Henderson. There's the pressure. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
Well, he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
They couldn't connect on 2nd down. Now staring at a 3rd and 9. He'll take it himself. He gets it oh so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
Fourth down.
This is hardly a surprise. After converting their first 2 4th down attempts, they'll try it again. Give to the fullback. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
Gotta have it situation. Who do you go to? You go to the big fella who does the dirty work. The fullback gets the 1st down, and you still have life in this football game.
The Mountaineers are moving quickly down the field. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
Well, the offense tried to hit the dagger route. You see the receiver, he went down the field, stretched it, made it look like it was going to be a go, put his foot in the ground, try to cut to the inside. They're just not able to be on the same page there.
Under fire. Incomplete. Looked as if he had his man, but just a misfire from this senior.
When you talk about versatility at the running back spot, you got to talk about this guy in the conversation. He already has caught a touchdown on this one. They're still trying to throw him the football. That one goes incomplete, but I would keep this up if I'm on offense.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Oh, man, another incompletion. That's 3 in a row.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Quarterback making adjustments. On 4th down, looking to pass. And it's incomplete way downfield, and the defense rises to the occasion. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. Looking for room, it's McCoby. Always quick to make the move, and he's out to the 39. The Boilermakers come to the line in the hurry-up.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
Fires to the tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. You can feel the Mountaineer spirit rising, reverberating across the field on this big third down. Fires to the middle. Makes the grab. Turning it on. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as they get him down at the 37. Passing game kept the drive moving. Here's first down. Looking to throw on first down. Bringing the heat. And he tries to get away, but he cannot. He's taken down. He'll lose a couple. Gave up the sack on first down. Now it's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Makes the grab. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running.
And first down for the offense.
Now from inside the red zone. He's got it down the middle. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. The hurry up now, 2nd down, clock ticking. Wants to go up top. Under fire. Got enough space. Stopped right at the 2-yard line after the catch, and it'll be first down, goal to go.
Well, you just get the feeling, too, that if they're going to claw their way back in this game, his legs are going to have to be a factor. What a great job scrambling that time.
And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, Purdue!
Well, the good news is you scored a touchdown. You've made this a one-possession game. The bad news, do that. Are we going onside kick, or do we trust our defense to give it back to the O?
He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, they got one of the touchdowns they needed, and they'll try to get the ball back right now with the onside kick.
Well, they try to go onside kick, but better job by the hands team falling on the football.
West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. Guys, you want to be productive here and not go into a shell, but you've got to take care of the ball.
Yeah, and I think you say productive, Reese. Productive at this point in the game is running the clock and getting first down. So, Jesse, I can expect this defense to be aggressive, way up near the line of scrimmage, bringing a bunch of bodies, trying to stop the run.
And that's why it puts a lot of pressure on an offense, David, because you know if you do try to throw the football, it's probably man coverage, you're probably getting blitzed, it's going to be into a small window. It is not easy to execute in this situation of the game.
They want that clock to run. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. Quick timeout call by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And the Mountaineers come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Himself on the draw. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5.
Now, 4th down.
The Mountaineers will call on their punt team. They'll look to pin them deep. Punt is in the air on 4th down. The ball hits at the 5, and it'll go into the end zone for a touchback. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. Okay, one possession game. You've got some time to work with, but you have to make up some ground quickly, David.
Got to be smart. Can't throw in front of the sticks. Can't get tackled in front of the sticks. Make sure we're taking some shots down the field, chewing up some yards. Jesse, the defense will be vulnerable here.
Yeah, and I think because of that, David, offensively, you got to have a plan. You got to know where your best matchup is out on the perimeter and who can make the big catches here in small windows.
They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Got his man. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line.
QB slice it. No gain on the play. Second down coming up.
Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Wants to throw and not much time to work with. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
Hey, this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, at the worst possible time. Got some room to run. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Mountaineers. Guess they wanted to make sure they rubbed a little salt in the wound here down the stretch.
And it's your job to stop it. Keep playing football. I like it when the offense keeps the foot on the accelerator. It's your job. If you don't like it defensively, do something about it.
The AT unit on the field. And with the extra point, the lead is a dozen here in the 4th. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They put the brakes on him, but a good return out to the 36. One more play to pad the stats. Looking downfield on 1st down. He's going up top here late in the game. They fought to the bitter end, and the final incompletion puts a wrap on it. All business today for this ball club. They come out and they get the win.
And that's all that matters. It's not always pretty. You don't always do everything you want to do or check all the boxes. But at the end of the game, Jesse, you want that W.
No doubt about it. They made the plays they needed to make in order to get this win. I thought the quarterback showed tremendous poise, good leadership throughout the course of the game. Defense made stops when they had to make them. So, right, there were some things that were going to need to clean up moving forward, but ultimately they were the better team today.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.